those are native, and they should be like we should grow more native plants than usually tropical plants.
What? Okay, so because natives are good, why are they good?
Because their home is here, so they should stay here.
Right? Okay. And why else?
The animals are more adapted to the native plants instead of outside plants. So if we have outside plants, then the animals will have to get a new lifestyle. That's
Right.
why we need native plants.
Right. And so, for instance, here's a story. Girls in the back. Okay. 350 years ago, in South Africa, they introduced a whole bunch of native plants when the Boers moved to South Africa, the Dutch people. And 350 years later, there is still no insect in South Africa that can eat these non-native plants. So what do you think has happened to that part of the food chain? It just goes kaput because you need insects to eat the leaves, and then the insects form the whole rest of the food chain because the plants are the producers, and then the insects convert the leaf matter to protein, and then everything on else up the food chain lives off of insects in some way, either eats them or uses their products or whatever. So if you don't have the right plants to feed the insects, everything goes down the tubes. And that's what's happening here in Southern California, because when I was your age, we had between 60 to 90% more birds in the United States than we have now. 60 to 90% more. And the change in my lifetime, and this is really scary for me, because I've been looking at what's been happening in my lifetime. Our bird populations are crashing. Our butterfly populations are crashing because we've lost the native plants that feed the caterpillars and that feed all the other insects that then feed the birds and feed everything else on up the food chain. So what you're going to learn today is huge for turning LA around. So let me just give you a little political dirt. Okay. Have you heard of the Expo line? It's this light rail line.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they want to landscape it primarily with like more than 80% of non-native plants. They want to landscape it with lawn, which uses unconscionable amounts of water. Then you have to mow it. And all of these plants support no insect life for the most part. And so there is this effort to get them to landscape the Expo line with native plants, because then at all the trains, light rail station lines, they could have educational signage saying this is why we need natives to feed the caterpillars of butterflies. And there's resistance because it's different. And so, but we're saying save water, save energy, save wildlife, because what you're going to see through here, through your tour this morning, is going to show you that we need to do a complete paradigm shift in LA and across the planet to save, to save the wildlife. So anyway, let's go on up into the nursery. Okay.